Slept like a log at the fireplace.
Great. Are you a big food man yourself, Ding Dong?
No, for me now food is just sort of lining for the stomach.
Right.
You're out on the rip, which should be every night for a proper Irishman. In my opinion, you know.
All right. We're not really known for our food, though, are we?
No, in a funny way, in Ireland, we're more famous for not eating than eating, you know, between our famines and hunger strikes and the like. But we've never really taken advantage of it. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about disrespecting it. I'm mad into the famine. You know that.
Yes.
Big time into the famine. The Irish famine,
yes.
not the other yokes.
No,
I'd be the first man, if I see another famine on the telly, I'm saying, I didn't pay me licence to see that. You know, but all joke, it was an awful thing. I mean, we lost so much of our heritage, so many of our beautiful buildings and books were eaten during the famine.
That's right.
No, dreadful.
So, what would you consider to be real good Irish food?
Well, in fairness, a stew now is a great old dish, like an edible bog. You know what I mean? Unlike the unedible real bogs that we used to eat back in the famine days. So thick that a mouse could trot across it. So thick that when you pass out drunk eating it, you wouldn't drown. Opaque enough to hide a weapon in. That is a real Irish dish, in my opinion. My one issue with it is, though, Tom, is it uses carrots. And for me, anything orange doesn't belong in a truly Irish dish, you know. And you do realise this is actually true, that William of Orange made all carrots orange. Before that, carrots were different colours. That's actually true.
Is it? No, it's not.
It is.
Oh, wait, come on. True or not? True or false?
It is, yeah. Completely true now.
Yeah.
Could have done it as a quiz.
Right.
There you go. They could have got, an Irish flag as a kind of, prize or something, you know.
For those of you at home, please do Google that. I don't believe a word he said. Really?
Oh, no.
Do you think, though, we've gone a bit mad with the old fancy food in recent years?
Yeah, we have, you know. It's all now best before dates and 1,000 Ireland dressings and that type of thing, you know. You know, best before dates, how are you? You know, a coddle, which I think, you know, that is the real, that's even better. That's a bowsy stew, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's, you know, there's no messing around with that. No, you know what I mean? But a coddle was always best before it got cold and best after 25 pints. And what's this about 1,000 Ireland dressing? They all got into the Celtic Tiger. It's one island we should be worrying about. You know what I mean? And poor old Ireland, and God knows Ireland needs our help.
It does indeed. You love Coddle so much you've written a song about it.
I have, yeah.
Right, what you going to perform for us now?
Yeah, and you can follow the chorus, you can sing along, but just probably won't, so anyway.
Ding Dong, Denny O'Reilly.
There's nothing like a coddle. When in from the boozer you waddle. You're starting to gag, 'twill settle the bag. There's nothing like a coddle. There's nothing like a coddle. I've experienced incredible things. I have eaten with princes and kings. Had me dirty old lobs on some serious bling, and me lips on an archbishop's ring. I've had Dita Von Tears on her knees. Had a wear off young Cameron Diaz. Got real human flesh, all lovely and fresh, with a glass of champagne, if you please. But there's nothing like a coddle. You sing along here. When in from the boozer you waddle. You're starting to gag, 'twill settle the bag. There's nothing like a coddle. Everybody, there's nothing like a coddle. And you know it's true. They go on about Michelin stars. Well, they can go and stick them up their arse. Forget Michelin stars, so forget Michelin square. If you want a spare tire, try a coddle and a few lovely jars. I get so overcome at the sight of those sausages all wobbly and white that the lads start to say that maybe I'm gay. And I'm wondering if maybe they're right. Are you ready? There is nothing like a cuddle. When in from the bowser you waddle. We're starting to gag to settle the bag. There's nothing like a cuddle. Ah, beautiful. There's nothing like a cuddle. I've eaten an ostrich's feet, eaten Lady Gaga's dress of meat. Once I broke in the zoo and I had me a goo. Then I ate everything I could eat. Here we go, last time with the chorus. Everybody, are you ready? There is nothing like a cuddle. When in from the boozer you waddle. You're starting to gag. It will settle the bag. There's nothing like a cuddle. Well, plug me gig, by the way, now, before the song ends here now. Playing in Whelan's next Friday night, early night, if yous are all very welcome. Well, as long as yous pay, of course. No, there's nothing like... Thank you. Thank you very much. Back to the road.
Ding dong, Denny O'Reilly, ladies and gentlemen, only one of them, thank God. Steve, I think originally from England, is looking on horror and aghast at what's going on there. He's grand, he's harmless now. He was disarmed years ago. He wouldn't harm a flea these days, believe you me. Yes, Joe?
Yeah, so we're going to get to the stew final.